Hi Cancer, welcome to your September 2020 forecast. The sun coasts through Virgo until the 22nd of September, shining a light on how you express yourself. You should feel that the spotlight is on how you communicate, which is harmonizing beautifully with your partnership zone, particularly your marriage if you have one. Now, the sun is also supporting your 11th house, giving you an opportunity to speak out about what you really want to manifest in your life. Ask, believe, receive should be your motto, particularly after the Pisces full moon on September 2nd, which highlights your expansive 9th house of philosophy. Now, this connects to your aspirations sector. So, the first 2 weeks of September could provide you with a rather unusual vision, a psychic vision either, or a manifestation. Be open-minded with this, you're a very sensitive water sign and very intuitive, so be open to what kind of messages and downloads you do receive in the 2 weeks following on from this Pisces full moon. Venus leaves your sign, but only after asking you how you relate in partnerships. Do you balance your relationships or do you lose yourself completely in them and for the other person? Some very interesting things to think about as it is opposed Saturn in your relationship sector, which means that relationships could, tensions could come to a head at this time. Venus moves into your money and possession sector on the 6th, and this will harmonize with Mars later in the month to give you some kind of opportunity for career advancement, which should be good as Mars is going retrograde in your career zone, so there could be some frustrations and setbacks over the coming months. So do make the most of this energy because it's very harmonious and helpful. Mars and Venus do clash when Venus is in your sign early in the month, just to show you where you are sacrificing your power in some way. Don't do that. Remember to state your needs this month, but also speak your truth. And the aspects between the Virgo energy and Pluto in your partnership zone means that you should be able to speak your truth, even if it feels kind of scary. It'd be easier to do this earlier in the month than later in the month when Mercury's moved into Libra. But then it will move into Scorpio at the end of the month, the 27th, in a very playful and exciting and romantic and creative side of the sky for you. So I hope you have a wonderful month, Cancer. Please join me in the tarot if you like the tarot. Let me know what you thought of the new format, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to the tarot part of your overall horoscope. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the new format, and I'm sorry that your reading is a little bit late, a little bit delayed. For some reason, every time I tried to film yours, even in a Mars retrograde special that I was filming, yours kept seeming to slow down a lot. So I was trying to figure out why that might be. And I think a lot of it is to do with the cardinal squares in the sky and the cardinal oppositions, of course. So let's have a little look at your cards and see what we get for you, Cancer. For September, the Hermit. Okay. Immediately off the bat, we have the Virgo season energy, but we also have quite a lot of introspection for you where you're really trying to seek the answer for something in your life. You're really trying to figure out what something is or what it means or what it represents. So there is a question here. And a lot of it is to do with family and home. For the most part, it's to do with security on a very general level. But your answers are also found, Cancer, in your home life. Now we're moving into that side of the sky for you at the end of September. Mercury is going to be in Libra for most of the month. So your communication surrounding your home life, your housing, your security, all that stuff is going to come into question, and it's going to be the main focus of conversation. So for a lot of you, it feels as though something in your life needs a little bit more give and take. That you need, especially if it is a Virgo, you need them to show more, do more, or say more. High Priestess, the High Priestess, Temperance, and the Six of Swords. Interesting. It's interesting from an astrological standpoint that we have Virgo season here and the Pisces full moon here. So Virgo season for you is putting a big focus on your home and family life, what you need to articulate. Also something that you would really like for yourself, you would really like to receive. It's like you've put in a cosmic order that you're still waiting on, something that you really would like to come into your 3D world, something that would really make you, at least you think it would make you feel a lot better. And the Pisces full moon actually shows for you, Cancer, where you would like to expand your mind a little bit. Now, it's also making a beautiful connection with Uranus. And so the energies of the first 2 weeks for you are a lot to do with surprises. And surprises in terms of your friendships, surprises in terms of your aspirations, surprises in terms of your wishes. So there is some kind of cosmic order here, I think, that you've put out there into the universe that you'd really like to receive back. Something that was quite a wish for you, something that was quite... For me, I think it was an order from your higher self. Something that really is good for you, something that you really do want, something that could be very healing for you. You're balancing out some energies and moving forward in the middle of the month, which is interesting. You might be trying to move forward, 5 of Wands, from a conflict or competition. Or you may be trying to... Oh, okay, so we have a few cards just came up here. Okay. Let's move this back a bit and see if we can get... Oh, there goes my keys. Okay. 5 of Wands. The 7 of Cups. The 2 of Wands. The Queen of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Okay. So what is this? Well, it seems to me, Cancer, that there is something that has disappointed you. And you're trying to find out why it had to happen. Why did it work out a certain way? Why has this been such a turning point, even if it was small, depending on the vastness of it? It's almost as if you can't understand how it is still holding you back somewhere. Like it's still stopping you from living your life to the full, or indulging yourselves fully in relationships, or going for gold in your goals. Something is still stopping you. The Pisces full moon at the beginning of the month, and the energy that works through the first 2 weeks of September for you, Cancer, are a lot to do with nostalgia, in a sense. And you're really trying to get a better grip on something that's happened. Maybe in order to see the philosophical perspective, maybe in order to see the reason why it had to happen. Now, for some of you, it is a Virgo. For some of you, it's a Pisces, a Sagittarius. There's very mutable energies in here. But for some of you, it could represent an event that happened in Virgo season last year, August, September. Pisces season this year, February, March, or last December, end of November time. Those dates may be significant in some way because of the cards, but if not, it's still the energy of confusion over picking a path. Now, for some of you, judging by the stars, it's a lot to do with your goals, your long-term goals. You're thinking, why do I not feel as motivated? Why do I not feel like I care as much? Why do I not feel like I'm showing up all together there? Well, you're tired. If it's your relationships, you're thinking, why do I not understand people the way I used to? My intuition feels a little bit off at times. With the shifting of the nodes this year, Cancer, one of the main things that you have to get to grips with is going with your intuition, is healing your subconscious mind, is healing from things from the past. With the true node being in your 12th house, a lot of your a lot of your most inspired action over the next couple of years, let alone in September, is to act from a place of seeking closure. And I think there's something still going on here that you've not closed out just yet. Can see it down here with you. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. Something that could be very old but still feels fresh. Perhaps for some of you it was the denial of a family growing up. For some of you it was the breakdown of a marriage. For some of you it was the loss of a sibling. There's something here that's made you feel like the balance is off. We have a lot of balancing cards, Six of Pentacles and the Temperance. You feel like in any relationship or any energetic exchange, whatever it is, Cancer, you feel like something's off. And until you balance that out, things will continue to feel off. So how do you balance it out? You start painting pictures in your head about what the future looks like, what you would like it to look like. And little by little, you'll start to have more enthusiasm for it. A lot of people this year, and you in particular with the 12th house, with the true node being there, as I said, a lot of your answers are in closure, they're in healing, they're in understanding your own mind and the human mind in general. But it's also a very spiritual, ethereal part of the sky. And it's also somewhere where you can feel very lost at times. But sometimes feeling lost is actually a good thing, because it takes you out of the need to control. If you just accept where you are, it's less of a struggle. If you're dealing with a Pisces person, there's somebody who possesses a great deal of energy to heal others, somebody who possesses a great deal of energy to work with others, to understand, to be empathetic, and they can really feel your energy. And they notice it when it changes, and that's good for you, because when you go into your shell and nobody's noticed, it's very hard for you to heal alone. You know what I mean? They can really help you move forward with something. Conversely, if it's a Sagittarius, if you can't strike up a balance, and perhaps they have a need to sweep things under the rug, it's almost like you'll go into smoother waters just to fight again and be confused. The real answer here from what I can see, Cancer, is you and this Five of Cups. It is understanding what you have now is what you're meant to have. What you have still standing, these two cups, is love, is partnership, is opportunity, is promise, is emotions. You're not entirely alone as much as you may feel it at certain points. Do you know what I'm saying? And with the Five of Cups as your final card, the answer always lies in your perspective. It always lies in not focusing on the three cups that have spilled, but focusing on the two that remain. Because at least there are still cups. So I sense that in Virgo season, Cancer, there is a little bit of, especially as we move into Libra season, because Libra season for you is very introspective. It is very like the hermit energy. So I feel that your cards are almost bypassing Virgo season a little bit. What I will say with the new moon in Virgo being supported by Saturn in your partnership sector, if you would like to heal a partnership, if you would like to restart, and it's a super moon, by the way, so bear that in mind. And it's highlighted here as being very important. So if you would like to restart a partnership or maintain a partnership, the new moon, the new super moon in Virgo is the perfect time to set those intentions, because it's supported by Saturn, okay? So if it's supported by Saturn, it can really last, provided you make those changes. Now, the ruler of the new moon, Mercury, is square Jupiter. Again, Jupiter is in your partnership zone. So be careful when you're communicating with people this month of over-exaggerating what you mean or what you feel. Stick to what you know to be true. But also pay attention to the people around you and how they listen. Focus on what is still going. Focus on what is still working. What do we have underneath? The Knight of the King, the King of Wands. So there's a fire sign in your midst, an Aries, Leo, a Sagittarius, who's quite possibly been through the ringer and is still trying to share their feelings in some way, express them and develop. And they probably kind of want to talk to you, from what I'm getting. Even if they've hurt you a lot or you've hurt them a lot, this fire sign still wants to keep the lines of communication open. In fact, Cancer, one thing that I will say about Virgo season being your third house is that people around you are going to want to talk. It's highlighted here with the Six of Swords, that conversational energy to move things forward. Sure, there's some challenges because people aren't entirely sure what it is that they want to say, or they're overthinking it. Maybe you are. But the way that I see this is that it makes for some very healing conversations. But in order to be ready for it, you have to be clear on your perspective on things. Don't force a conversation if you don't know what you want to say. You have a new path to go down. You have a new way of doing things here. But you, Cancer, have to make sure if you are a 2 cups standing or a 3 cups down kind of Queen of Cups. We're going to get into your extended and see what all the different elements have to do for the month of September. If you're dealing with a fire sign, another water sign, an earth sign, or an air sign. And I will see you there, Cancer. Have a wonderful September, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.